Hello and good morning, students. Students, in my previous lecture, I have taught you sentence and its two types. Sorry, its two parts, subject and predicate. Also, we have seen some examples. Now, today we will start a new topic of grammar. Now, I think I have taught you almost all topics in 8 and in 9. So, whatever I will take today, that will be a revision. So, which topic you think I must take today? Change the voice, direct indirect, question tag, clauses, or what? So, which topic do you think that it is you want its revision? So, student, let us take the topic that is clauses, because I think clauses, I have taught you two times, and still there may be some confusion, etc. about clauses. Remember, student, grammar begins with parts of speech, and grammar ends with clauses. So, let me tell you that I have told you clauses means what? Clause means sub sentence. Upavakya. Clause means sub sentence. And then there are clauses. Means there are three major types of sentences: simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. So let me go back a little bit for your understanding. Types of sentence. Number one, simple sentence. Number two, compound sentence. And number three, complex sentence. I am sure you remember these things, because when last year when we were sitting in the ninth standard, that time we could discuss all these things in detail. Now see, student, three types of sentences. Simple sentence. Simple sentence is made of one main verb and one subject, and so it is one sentence only. It has no clause, or this sentence is not made of other sub sentences. It has only one sentence. Why one sentence it has? Because it has only one verb, main verb, and one subject, and that is why we say it is a simple sentence. And there are no clauses in this sentence. Why no clauses? Because clause means sub sentences. When there are sub sentences, we say there are clauses, but in this type of sentence there are no clauses. So how we will not study this sentence? Then let us go to the next type, that is compound sentence. Now in compound sentence, there are two main verbs or more than two main verbs, or when there are more than two main verbs, they carry equal weightage, or they when there in this compound sentence there are two sentences joint, or there are more than two sentences, and each sentence has its own importance. It means each sentence can give its own meaning. Then in this type of sentence, such sentences are connected with the connector such as and, because, but, etc. Again, in the sense of clause, this is not that much important, because Of course, there are clauses in this sentence, but there may be one clause, means there may be one sentence, two sentence, etc. But they are always with the same weightage. They are always having their separate meaning, independent meaning. That is why again this will not study as a clause. And then we come to the third type, that is complex sentence. Complex sentence, there are clauses, or we can take interest in the clauses in complex sentence. Why? Because there are clauses. For your understanding, this, if you don't understand what simple sentence is, compound sentence is, very soon we are going to meet in a classroom. That time you just remind me, and I will explain again step by step what is simple sentence, what is compound sentence on the board. Because it is not better to waste time on these two parts. Let us move to the third part, and that is very important, that is complex sentence. Complex sentence means there is one main sentence and others are joining sentences. Other sentences are, we can say, connected sentences. Let me give you one example. For example, you will miss the train if you are late. This example I have written on the board. You will miss the train if you are late. Remember students, we are learning here clauses, and clauses can be studied in this type, complex sentences. There is always two types of clauses. One is called main clause and second is called subordinate clause. So let me go directly to our point. This is called main clause. Why it is main clause? Because by reading this sentence, we can get full meaning. To get its full meaning, we don't want to go for other sentences, or we don't want to see other sentences. It has its own meaning. You will miss the train. So this is complete sentence in meaning, and that is why we can say it is the main clause. Then there is this one sentence, and it is called subordinate clause. Why it is called subordinate clause? Because it is not like main clause. It cannot give its own meaning. If you are late, you just hide this sentence and read the remaining sentence. If you are late, we do not get full meaning. जर तुला उशीर झाला, तर काय? It is not given here. But if you hide this sentence and if you read this sentence, just hide this sentence and read only this sentence, you will miss the train. We get full meaning from this sentence. So what is then main clause? Main clause means when we get full meaning from the sentence, that is the main clause. And subordinate clause is also a sentence, but that sentence does not have its own meaning, its full meaning. It is always dependent, means this type of sentence or subordinate clause. Subordinate clause is always dependent on other clauses or on main clause for its meaning. That is why it is also called dependent clause. It has also another name, that is dependent clause. Why it is called dependent clause? Because it is dependent on main clause for its meaning. and that is why it is called dependent clause. Now student, remember that when this dependent clause comes, it is always like a tail. TAIL, tail means शेपटी. हा मेन क्लॉजला एक शेपटीसारखा जोडून आलेला असतो. त्याचं स्वतःचं त्याला अस्तित्व नसतंच. तो खास करून मेन क्लॉज म्हणजे जे मेन क्लॉजचं सेंटेन्स असतं त्याच्या मिनिंग मध्ये भर टाकण्यासाठी आलेला असतो. तो सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज असतो. ह्या मेन क्लॉजच्या मिनिंग मध्ये भर टाकण्यासाठी आलेला असतो. ह्याची मिनिंग आणखी डिफाईन करायला आलेला असतो आणि म्हणून तो सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज असतो. त्याला स्वतःचं अस्तित्व नसतं. तो जर सेपरेट काढला त्याला त्याची मिनिंगही नसते. त्याचं स्वतःचं त्याला अस्तित्व नसतं. जसं माणसाचं एक हात हा माणूस बनू शकत नाही. एक हात हा माणूस बनण्यासाठी, माणूस पूर्ण बनण्यासाठी त्याचा रोल असतो. तसंच हा सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज एक सेंटेन्स पूर्ण बनण्यासाठी किंवा आणखी त्याच्यात भर घालण्यासाठी तो आलेला असतो. Otherwise, subordinate clause does not have its own meaning. And so this was the example, students. Now we will this was the example of complex sentences. Now the question is that when you read in the textbook a sentence, you find such examples. A sentence begins with capital letter, and then there are commas, semicolon, and the sentence continues. There are 4-5 lines and then sentence ends. Then you must understand that there are clauses. Now in complex, how many main clauses are there and how many subordinate clauses are there? Remember student, complex sentence है ना, subordinate in complex sentence we find clauses. In clauses, in a sentence there may be one main clause and one or many subordinate clauses. Again, this is very important. In any type of clause, in any complex sentence, there means there is one main clause. Means this one main clause, not 2 or 3. There is only one main clause. And how many subordinate clauses may be there in complex sentence? There may be one subordinate clause, there may be 2 subordinate clauses, there may be 3, 4, unlimited. It is dependent upon the person he is using. Remember student, why we must use such sentences? When I was learning in school, I found when I was reading a textbook, I found such sentences difficult because at that time my understanding level could not match its meaning, to find its meaning, and that is why I found very difficult. And I thought that why don't these writers use simple sentences, short sentences. For example, subject, main verb, object, subject, main verb, object. Why don't they use? Why they are using such a big sentence? Because when I started reading, I was very curious to find a full stop, but I would find a full stop after 5 sentences, 5 lines, 6 lines, and again it was very difficult for me to find out the meaning. But now I understand, because writers use clauses or big sentences for effective meaning. Remember student, if the writer is using small sentences, then a reader will get bored or the listener will get bored. For the effective communication, for effective language, writers or speakers, they use clauses. Such sentences are very important. And also we must get command over such sentences. Why they are important? And also we must bring such sentences in our day-to-day language. Also, if you are writing something, you should use such type of sentences, because you cannot limit your English with the simple structures of English only. You should go ahead, you should use the variety of structures, you should know variety of grammar topics, so that you can use with confident that grammar, and then your language will be effective. Because remember, if you don't know grammar, then your language will not be effective. And that is why for your effective language you must know grammar. And definitely the topic that is clauses, or that is complex sentences, means we can say clauses. Complex sentences means clauses. So these clauses or complex sentence, it is very important. It will definitely add one more step, or very important step in your English. So what is complex sentences and clauses? We are studying clauses. Clauses, there are main three types. What are the three types? We will see. First student, complex sentence, there are clauses. In a complex sentence, there are clauses. Means there is one clause, and there may be one or more than one subordinate clauses. Now clauses has types. One is called noun clause. Second is called adjective clause. And third is called adverb clause. These are the three types of clauses. Clauses: noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause. Remember student, clause means सब सेंटेन्स, उपवाक्य, जे की पूर्ण वाक्य नसतं त्याला उपवाक्य म्हणायचं. जे की सेंटेन्स, ज्या सेंटेन्स मधून पूर्ण मिनिंग येत नाही, त्याचं मिनिंग काढण्यासाठी दुसऱ्या वाक्याचा आधार घ्यावा लागतो, अशा वाक्याला क्लॉज म्हणायचं. आणि मग noun clause means what? Clauses has three types. First one is noun clause. Noun clause means that clause which works as a noun in a sentence. That is a noun clause. जसं नाउन फ्रेज असतं किंवा जसं नाउन असतं, नाउन काय करतं, कुठलं तरी नाव असतं, वाक्यामध्ये जेव्हा नाउन येतं ते नाव असतं. पण नाउनचीच भूमिका करणारा एखादा सब वाक्य असतं, सब सेंटेन्स असतं, त्याला नाउन क्लॉज म्हणायचं. फिनिश. ते नाउनचंच काम करतं. तर ते, फॉर एक्झाम्पल, वन, what is noun clause? Noun clause works as a noun in the complex sentence. Noun clause works as a noun in the complex sentence. So student, it works as a noun in the complex sentence. For example, I know what is his name is. Stop. After is there is a full stop. Now this is the example of noun clause. Of course we have to find what is the main clause and what is the subordinate clause. And once we find what is the subordinate clause, again we should find what is its types, because these are the types of subordinate clauses. Let me write here title, subordinate. Subordinate clauses. Remember student, main clause does not have type. Only subordinate clauses have type. And I told you subordinate clause means sub sentence, ज्याला स्वतःचा अर्थ नसतो पूर्ण अर्थ नसतो, त्याचा पूर्ण तो दुसरा मेन क्लॉज असतो, त्याचा अर्थ देण्यासाठी, पूर्ण करण्यासाठी तो आलेला असतो, त्याचा आणखी अर्थामध्ये भर टाकण्यासाठी तो आलेला असतो, तो सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज. सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज 3 टाइप्स: noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause. What is noun clause? Noun clause works as a noun in a complex sentence. So I know what his name is. This one is subordinate clause. This one is subordinate clause. And this one, so let us make box to main clause. This one is main clause. This is main clause, and this is called subordinate clause. Now this is subordinate clause. Why? Because it has no its own meaning. For its meaning, we should go to the main clause. You just hide main clause and then what his name is. It has no full meaning. So when you want its full meaning, then we should go to the main clause. Or this subordinate clause has come to give more meaning to the main clause. And so we say it is a subordinate clause, this is the main clause, because it has its own meaning. I know. Now remember, student, that subordinate clause, till here we have been successful to find what is it. It is a subordinate clause. Again, subordinate clause, we have come till here, subordinate clause. And then what is its type? Whether it is a noun clause, adjective clause, or adverb clause. This is noun clause. Why it is a noun clause? Because it works as a noun in the sentence. हे जे उपवाक्य आहे हे एखाद्या नाउन फ्रेज किंवा नाउनच्या जागी आलेलं आहे. एखादी नाउन फ्रेज असते किंवा नाउन असतं, त्याच्या जागी ते आलेलं असतं, त्यामुळं त्याला नाउन आहे ना. इथे हे वाक्य काढून आपण एक फ्रेज सुद्धा वापरू शकतो. हिज नेम एवढं जरी म्हटलं तरी चालेल. आय नो हिज नेम. आता जेव्हा आपण हे म्हणतो एवढंच वापरू, आय नो हिज नेम, मग हा क्लॉज नाहीये त्याच्यात, कारण ह्याच्यामध्ये वर्ब नाहीये, पण ही फ्रेज आहे, नाउन फ्रेज. मग ह्या नाउन फ्रेजच्या ऐवजी आपण एक वाक्य वापरलं, सब सेंटेन्स वापरलं, आणि म्हणून ते आपण त्याला नाउन फ्रेज न म्हणता आपण त्याला नाउन क्लॉज म्हटलं. क्लॉज मीन्स सब सेंटेन्स. आणि हे नाउनचं काम करतंय किंवा नाउन फ्रेजच्या जागी आलंय किंवा नाउनचं काम करते, नाउनचा रोल करण्यासाठी आलं, त्यामुळं आपण त्याला नाउन क्लॉज असं म्हटलं. So student, we have understood, means we have studied it in the classroom also. 2-3 times we have studied, and once again we are giving revision here. I hope that you are understanding. So in next video we will continue the same topic. Have a nice day. Thank you.